Welcome to Everything Beamer. Yeah. Boom. So, I forgot to record this, or I don't know what happened, it just kind of messed up, but basically, we're going to paint this. I had a whole description of what I was going to do starting off, but I can't find it. I start off with the second coat, and you'll see how it transitions, but enjoy the video, you'll see how I went from nothing to this. Boom, bam. Okay. Second coat. I know all you other painters are probably like, oh my god, he's not using a freaking, paint roller tray. Like, I'm not gonna do that. These are sample paints. I have a little thing in here and go, and that's all you need, Especially if I'm not doing the whole wall, like that's really what I don't care about. And if I was doing the whole wall, oh yeah, I would be doing this proper. Look at that. That's paint right there. That's a something. That's doing it right there. La la la. La 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 la. The Krabby Patty. Oh, where's the fly? Fuck off, fly. Can't be my picture. Okay. That's two coats. Two coats. So we're going to do it like this, and then it's going to go like this. It's going to go like this, and like this, and then I'll go like this. And then the three flags this way. I'll show you what I'm doing actually. Bam! That's what we're going for. Obviously the color's gonna be a little bit different. But we'll have this. This comes at a slight slope. Boom. Boom. Step back. You can kind of see it, A little bit too gray. So if I have the image, if you just back up there and then put it in front, and obviously it's closer to you, but it enlarges to the backdrop because the backdrop gets smaller. So after looking at it, the stripes are kind of going to be this way, so I need to go a little bit more that way with my darker color. Okay. Looking good, yeah. Good. It's dry. This is probably done with the coat. Other side, we need to come a little bit long. Again, see, take your little logo. What you do is you kind of like do this. You're gonna see it like that. Just like that, you see? That's why I kind of got a little bit more, because I wanted that logo kind of be in the center. So I gotta take that. But if I zoom out a little bit more, see? I can go that big with my logo. Very helpful. It's a dancing break. Okay, got 3 coats on there now. I know swap clothes. It's getting a little cold, but we're gonna sketch out. Not really sketch out, but tape out what we need, so we can do the E and the B. So what's kind of beautiful about this is that I can measure this card. I have a little, millimeter ruler, and what I can do is scale it up. So, if I do 30 millimeters, that's cool. I can do that. But what I'll do is I'll transfer it to inches. So I'll do 30 inches instead. So it's scaling it up, and then I'm going to add 1.5 scale. So I'll show you what I did. Basically just write it out. This transferred over, and I have measurements of every single side. And then I measured this wall kind of with my ruler or my tape measure to see like where exactly I can position this and how much I can actually get away with this and not like be too crazy. So I determined if I do this, I did a 1.5 with the inches transferred from millimeters, and it should come out pretty nicely. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to do 2 inches from this and then add a 1.5 multiplier to all dimensions, and then we'll see how it goes. All we have to do, line up the tape to that line, and we are golden. I guess you could really say engineering kind of paid off, because, with that scaling thing, it kind of helps you understand that you can not have to have like a projector or anything for this. You can just use basic math, scale as you need it, and voila, you get something like this. Okay, so we have 30 times 1.5 is 45. So now we're going to mark 145. Okay. Fix all the holes that we have and paint kind of coming off. Sand it all down, it's all flat, all good now. We're gonna start edging. Fun. Edge some of it, but we'll finish tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, day 2. We don't finish this. Let's continue edging. Ow. time to roll. Roll, 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 roll. We're gonna roll. We're gonna go. Roll Tide. That's what we're gonna do, baby. That's what we're gonna do. Alright, let's get her up. Let's get her. I keep losing my shit. Okay, kind of snapped away from it. I didn't really like how it looked. The whole, like, black chipping, I think it's just because it was a sample paint, didn't really want to stick to it. So what I did is I removed it all, I filled it all with putty, sanded it all down. You can kind of see on the right there's some scuff on the green, which is fine. So what I did is I hand painted it actually. Once I filled it with putty, sanded it down, it was flat. I hand painted primer, like a superset primer from Sure Millions. So that will make sure anything I paint will stick. And then I also am now doing a white coat on it. So, because the brown didn't really pop, but the white, now we can really see it pop. So I think it'll look a little bit better. Let's continue. it's a little bit more poppy, as they say. That pops. You see the whites, everything in there. So that should be a little bit better. I'm gonna have to be careful when I'm working next to it, but nonetheless, it'll be okay. Okay, so kind of move forward, change it to black, from black or the grayish kind of looking thing. I didn't really like it too much, so went with the white lettering and finished the stripes up. Kind of skipped over it a lot, but very simple. Just do your tape designs, do it like that. But yeah, everything Beamer's up there now. The stripes came out perfect. The white lettering came out okay. You know, after kind of fixing it here and there, things kind of came out, but that's okay, no problem. We're gonna do a polyurethane coat on this. Since this is a workshop, I need some sort of protectant for all this like stuff, like either oils or spray stuff that goes on there. So if I put a polyurethane coat, I'll sand a little bit. This is kind of rough anyways, but I'll sand a little bit to kind of help it grab. But that way, that thing will make it crystal hard and I can kind of work with it. But yeah, polyurethane on satin, so this will make it pop a little bit more, and again, get that protective coat. I don't want this to go. The paint isn't the best, especially for the stripes because they're samples, but with that coating, it will make it never have to chip or anything. Plus, it'll seal everything nicely, so yeah, I'm good with this, you know. I think it looks fine, especially from like over here, looks good. Up close, again, the white lines aren't perfect, but you know, who cares, but. Next, we're gonna go next, and we're gonna do the polyurethane tomorrow because we need to let that cure for a little bit, the paints. But that's it for now, right? And boom. Okay. Now we're gonna start the poly. It's the next day. We're gonna start the polyurethane coat. Get that super sealed. Need 2 coats. Okay. A little bit more reflection this time, but we're done. Let's get a little tour here. Obviously, I got to move everything, but it looks good. Of course, we're supposed to have that reflection, but everything came out okay. Not too bad. I'm going to finish the trim, make it look good, paint it white again, and then put the poly over it just to make sure it's waterproof for the engine and everything, engine oil and whatever, but looks good. Again, this is just the reflection, kind of reflecting off that matte satin kind of look. But yeah, I'm overall very happy with it. This is gonna, basically, I can spray whatever I want on it and nothing's gonna come down to it. But yeah, I'm happy with it. Not perfect, but this is just what I need, you know? Has a cool logo. I like it, pretty straight, you know, and now it's protected, so I didn't have to pay 170 or actually 250 for a huge thing. I used all the old paint that I had in the house. Just used the polycarbonate or polyurethane to kind of seal it all. And then I'm trying to buy some black trim paint to put all on the walls too over here. I'll sand it a bit. I think it's just primer on there just now anyways. But that way it just, again, it will kind of hide any imperfections or oil or whatever it is. But I wanted this green to kind of pop, and yeah, it looks pretty good. So I'll leave it at that. I'll end the video here. Yeah, we'll go on next. Soon I'm gonna work on the X1, and we're gonna put everything back, organize everything, and kind of really have everything kind of everywhere right now. But yeah, organize it, make it look good. We'll paint the walls black another day until we get that cheap paint from somebody. But yeah, so we'll go and end there. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you soon when we do the X1. Bye.